Well, hello, y'all. This is Amber Town Geehan, your terrific Tuesday $1 Million Messenger, calling you from the greater Kansas City area. And yes, I am back from the cruise, and I think we have our very last ship sailing right now. And what an exciting and almost out of this world experience. It was so much fun cruising with three of my consultants when really I want to say there was maybe 5% of the ship were consultants. And I had three of my amazing top consultants earn this cruise, and one took her husband, one took her mom, and one brought her daughter. I also had three amazing sales directors earn it, and I think this to me was one of the most amazing, memorable trips of my Mary Kay career, to see the men connect, to see girlfriends and relationships built and made, and memories. Oh, the memories. I say you can't put a price tag on an emotional memory that really pivots and changes your life. So the next time, if you did not earn it, the next time Mary Kay offers a trip like this, make sure that you give it your all. One of our teachers shared a quote that I think would be amazing if we all adopt. I would rather see you fail than to see you quit. I'd rather see you fail than to see you quit. As you know, I've shared many times, I probably learned more from my mom watching her fail and what she did again after that, because she gave it her all and didn't make it, but she got up and went again. First and foremost, I want to thank National Sales Director Mia Mason Porter, because she was the one that was able to fill in for me, because I was not going to be in reception, because I probably very rarely get a sub. And about midway through the day, I get reception, and I see that she, as we have done so many times, didn't push pound at the end of her record, and so it didn't record, and she did it again. And so I'm so grateful, Mia, for your friendship and our alignment and your willingness to sub and re-record that day. So I so appreciate you. Well, today I wanted to talk on a topic that I think has been very, very relevant in life today, and I apologize for my voice. The enemy's trying to take it out, and I decided, no, he's not. So you can pray for my throat and my voice. How to work when life isn't perfect. The way that I laugh is because life is never perfect. The highlight reel you see of somebody's life on Facebook or on Instagram is just the highlight reel. You see, I just recently said this. You can be having your best year in business or your best year in life, and another area of your life be complete chaos. Complete chaos. And I do believe it's not always about looking for balance, but looking for harmony. We got to see this juggler on stage, and he had been juggling for a very long time. And when he spoke of his father, and his father's favorite act that he did was with the rings, it was as if there was peace when he threw the rings. And he did this little routine. He added more rings in. He changed the way he threw them, and they were in harmony. The amazing thing was, there was an odd number going in the air. Sometimes there was an even number. Sometimes there was an odd number. But there was harmony in how he threw and danced with those rings. And so I'd say, don't always look for balance, because I don't believe balance is necessarily achieved, because during different seasons of your life, it will be different. But look for harmony, and the harmony that's for you and your family. Not for what society says or what your mom has said that you should do, or what maybe just in general other moms have put a standard on you. This is harmony for you and your family. So first and foremost, how to work when life isn't perfect is establish boundaries in your work life. Establish boundaries. If you work a Monday through Friday job, 9 to 5, maybe even longer than that, you have to establish boundaries with your family on when you're going to work your business. I remember when I made the decision that no matter what, I was going to get a name and number and a booking every single day, no matter what. And when I committed to that, 60 days into that, I was on target for my car and in my in DIQ. The compounding effect of that was I set records through DIQ. The compounding effect of that was I did not struggle, did not have 1 month below 10,000 in DIQ. But had I been working the way I was working 3 months prior, I would not have been in DIQ. It was a decision that I was going to do one thing every single day, no matter what, that I created that work boundary. And so you teach people, as I learned in counseling, that you teach people how to treat you. So you teach your family how to treat you. So if you feel like, well, they don't respect my business, well, then maybe you need to look at how you respect your business, because they will treat your business how you teach them to treat your business. Enroll your kids, have them have a goal poster, have them be vested in an interest of you working your business. It should be a family affair, not just you. It should be a family affair. My kids love it when I get new team members because they get $1 per team member we add to our unit each month. When they hit their goal poster, and it used to be different when they were small. When they were small and I was a single mom, they made money to act appropriately. When I had my Thursday night facials, they had to bathe themselves. They were 3 and 6. They had to bathe themselves, and they had to come and they had to serve. They opened the door and greeted our guests. They took plates from their lap. Cooper handed out tickets during the question and answer game, and he might have brushed out every curl I had sitting behind me as I answered. But I didn't care because it was about doing and succeeding with them and not dishing them off to do so. Now, is that harmony for some people? No. Some people could not even work like that. That would stress them out. But I could not wait to be great. I wanted to succeed and have them be a part of it. So when they got enough money for their goal poster prize, then I take them out of school. They get to choose a place to go for lunch, and then we go buy their goal poster prize. So it allows that individual time as well. So establishing boundaries for your work life. One of the things that's kind of a trick is, why don't you try logging off of social media during the day? You know, maybe have it off of your phone altogether, but log off of social media. You can log off out of your, app or whatever and log off out of your computer. So it's not as easy to access it. But if you log off when you're working your business, then you're less tempted to waste time. It's about turning distractions and looking at things of how can I change this? Another thing for me is if I'm having a lot of distractions, I will just take my little office in a bag and I go in my car and I drive somewhere. I used to sit outside my hair salon and use their Wi-Fi, and just so I could have focused time of work, because sometimes my home was my distraction. It was really easy to tell myself a story that laundry needed to get done, that dishes needed to get done, but really I needed to focus on the first thing. There's a 4-principle policy that kind of goes with establishing what's first things first and moving your life and business forward. First, is it urgent and important? You should do that first. I look at my booking calls like that. Those are urgent and important because they drive everything in this business, but they will also let me not do them every day if I choose. It's urgent and important. Second is the things that are important but not urgent. So maybe customer reorder calls, or customer service calls. Maybe that's something you push later to the day, but it's not going to drive your business. Yes, it's going to build your income, but it's not going to build and compound a bigger business. Third is urgent but yet not important. So urgent but not important. Sometimes I look at the post office this way. I don't super love going to the post office or grocery shopping. Does it have to get done? Yes. And will it get done? Yes. But it's not urgent, and yet it's really not important either. And the fourth thing is, it's neither urgent nor important. There's some things like I bought in the middle of June. I don't know what possessed me. Some people call it a cricket. I call it a cricket. I call it a cricket right now because I got this cool table that it sits on in my office. But it's a cricket to me right now because it makes that noise. because I made one sticker and I have not went back to figure out the rest of it again because I wanted to be able to make shirts and sweatshirts and branding and cups, but yet I haven't taken the time, and I don't have a girlfriend here in Kansas City that knows how to use it, that wants to come over and help me. I've went on YouTube a couple of times, but in all honesty, it's not urgent and it's not important. Guess what is important? Building my future national area. And I'm very clear about putting first things first. My son said to me last night, Mom, have you figured out that cricket thing yet? I said, no. And he goes, well, would you become a national so you do? He realizes the priorities because it's really not important. All right, number 2, focus on work that drives results. Focus on work that drives results. So this is establishing and looking at how do you work when life isn't perfect. Focus on work that drives results. I see a lot of times people do busy work but not productive work. So set a timer. Every 30 minutes, have it go off and have it ask you in that timer, you can label it. Have it ask you, are you doing the one thing to drive your business forward right now? If you're wanting to be in DIQ on November 1st, are you doing the one thing that will move you to DIQ? The most important thing, every 30 minutes, have it go off. Every 30 minutes. Dr. Caroline Leaf, I was listening to recently, she said, you have the power to control your thinking every 10 seconds. 10 seconds, what? And I was like, that's a lot of work. Guess what? You're thinking no matter what. You are thinking no matter what. You might as well think a good thought. And so every 30 minutes, have that timer go off and ask you, are you doing the one thing to move you forward? And so set that timer and really establish and look, are you adhering to your work schedule that you have created for your independent business? That if you work now and you work hard, it will pay you for the rest of your life. Number 3, enrich your personal life. This is big for me. To seek people that lift you and not lean on you. When you're having life happen, it's very important to understand that you may not be the best person to lift another. You may not be the best person to be the rescuer because there's only so much energy in a day. And when you are dealing with life matters and building a business, sometimes you have to protect your energy and understand that you need to surround yourself with people that are lifters and not leaners. You need to establish yourself with people that laugh out loud, that make you feel amazing. And I am so protective of this, whether I'm going through life matters or not. As I will say oftenly, I'm very protective about the people that are around my life because if you affect my mental game, you affect my paycheck. And if you affect my paycheck, you affect my family. And I'm unwilling to let that happen. So I said this to my daughter yesterday as we were driving home from her school, is you tell me the 5 people you're around most often and what you're reading or listening to, and then we can tell where you will be in 5 years. So look at the 5 people you're around. You will become the medium of them. What are you reading? Leaders or readers? What are you reading? And what do you listen to? Oh, what do you listen to? I love YouTube because I love listening to podcasts, to sermons, to different things of education. What are you listening to? Look at those things, and we could tell where you will be in the next 5 years. All right, number 4, focus on personal stuff when your work hours are done. When my dad had life happening, when my grandpa was sick, my dad got up and he went to work. Guess what he didn't do during work hours is deal with that. When he was done with his work day, he dealt with family matters. Treat your business with respect like that and focus on your personal stuff when you're outside of your work hours. Because, ladies, life will always happen. And if you treat an emergency, somebody else's emergency as your emergency, you will never be able to focus on your priorities of building your business. And so treat your business with respect and teach people how to treat your business with respect because you respect it. Because, ladies, this is the job of a lifetime. It is a dream job if you choose to do the small things every day. The compounding effect is great. The compounding effect is amazing. And we would rather see you fail than to quit. So let's push to and through our October 31st goal and slam out the best November ever, but push to and through. Don't give up now and say, I'm going to start in November. Push to and through. So, well, either way, this is Geehan, your terrific Tuesday $1 Million Messenger, signing off. Have an amazing Tuesday.